Okay, so basically 2020 edition. I'm just going to ramble on as per usual. I have a new phone, so I'm hoping that it won't focus in and out like it used to, because that was really annoying. I'm just going to say that I didn't post for ages because I was worried about content, but actually I am the content. You feel me? So I just want to quickly show everyone my trousers because I love them. Hopefully you caught that. But I really love these trousers. They make me feel like I'm on Step Up 2, which I loved. Got my notes as per. So, basically, 2020. What a year, eh? I'm going to try and not talk about depressing stuff because I feel like we've all had our fair share of that this year. But nonetheless, I'm going to talk to you about my experience of the lockdown and everything and how I feel, and hopefully help some people, maybe. So, really big on gratitude at the moment, and actually it's changing my life. I can't even stress enough how important it is. Like, my mum said to me the other day that she feels like I've grown up this year, and being alone, well, I wasn't alone actually, I was quite lucky because I was with my mum, and it's really helped our relationship, so that's amazing. And the summer, realistically, was probably the most incredible thing we could have had, unless you were working, and I feel really sorry for you if that's the case, but just being in the garden and the sun, and just literally, I can't say I've ever had a summer where I felt relaxed. I felt like I got to know myself. I felt like genuinely this year's helped me grow more than any other year, purely because I think situations have arisen where you've had to, sorry, just closing my drawer, where you've had to question yourself and ask yourself questions, and done me the world of good, to be honest, not gonna lie. So gratitude is massive, and I've been doing like little exercises and things because I try every lockdown that I know is coming, I buy myself like a self-help book, and they're really good. I know that it's for like old ladies, but you know, they all wisdom and knowledge, so there must be something in that. And basically I've realised so much about platonic love, which, you know, I've made some really deep friendships, new friendships, cultivated old ones, and to be honest, platonic love has saved my life this year. And that's just one thing I'm massively grateful for, because I don't think I'd be where I am now and as happy as I am, like just being at home and just kind of accepting things, really, because you have to. So I'm just gonna like try and say what I thought about today that I was grateful for. It was a tiny thing, but I made a coffee and I put the 2 coffees underneath the spout, and the coffee was like pouring perfectly into each cup, and it just looked like the earth. I don't know what you might be grateful for, but I like to look for the little things. So that's that. Last night I took myself on a date. So one of my ideal dates would be to go stargazing. So I just did it on my own, and it was so nice. I felt like really good, and like, you know, you don't need, I think we all think that you need something or someone. Actually, quite often you're more than capable of doing these things for yourself, and it's just, it will, I never thought I'd be the kind of person that I am now, which, again, like I said, lockdown is incredible. So that's really good. And another thing I will say is, if you look at the lockdowns as like positive things, I know that it's not great, you can't see friends and stuff, but we have got amazing technology, and it's not like you're completely on your own. You will always have someone at the end of the phone, and if you don't, just give me a bell. So I have, through the lockdowns, like if you need extra cash, sorting out your room or like where you live and just getting rid of stuff that you don't want is really good for the soul, and just put it on eBay. I've made so much extra money like through just selling stuff I didn't want, and now I do it probably like once a month and just go through stuff that I don't want anymore. And then another thing I did, so might be a bit crazy, but I think everyone that knows me would say it's pretty fitting. So I wrote myself a letter in a year's time like for all the things that I would have hoped to have achieved, and I posted it to myself today, and it just makes you feel good because if you're like into energy, which I really love, then I think it basically spurs you on and you know what you want and what you don't. Again, 2020 might not have been the best year, but really there's so many like positive things. And then I'm just going to tell you some funny stories now because about my life, things that happened to me. So the first one, I was sat in my garden and two robins, which flew, and I mean like full speed ahead, literally nearly crashed into my head. I felt the robin's wing like touch my face. And they both look, if birds have emotions, then they were definitely confused. It was a hell of a moment, and if my mum hadn't been there, I don't think anyone would have believed me. Secondly, I went into a coffee shop and I went in there and I ordered 2 small coffees because I forgot you could have a large one. And as I left, I saw the large cup and I was literally like, holy moly, why does this happen? So, you know, it's very early, but this is just a day in the life. And also, I have perfected making boiled eggs, okay? 7 times in a row now where they've been perfectly runny and just delish. Genuinely have to say, I just don't know anyone. I'm like the boiled egg queen. Okay, and then I just want to say 2 things that have been really good is I watched Roadhouse, which is with Patrick Swayze in his younger days, and oh my god, that man, like I swear. I used to be Danny Zuko for me, but now Patrick takes the lead and he is just amazing. Everything about the film is so good. It's quite violent actually. I wouldn't recommend it if you're a bit squeamish, but the fashion, the music, like if I could go back in time, that's where I'd put myself. I mean, nothing more to say about that really. And then another thing is a book that I read this year, which is called Women Don't Know You Pretty, and it's written by Florence Given. And I would say to anybody that is a young woman and just read the book, like it's made me so much better about accepting like yourself and how you feel and being in charge of yourself and like looking at other things. Just it's incredible. I would 110% recommend. Like it's really really good, just makes you think differently, and she's great. The artwork's really groovy. That's all I really had on my list because I wasn't sure how to go about this video. It's been a long time. But so basically, and he said anyway, lost my touch. But so basically, that's a little wrap up of my 2020. And I think everyone should be more grateful, especially Christmas time is coming. And sometimes you don't have to spend, if you can't afford, especially now, like gifts that aren't everything. Like a nice card with a meaningful verse, like is more than a gift sometimes. And you know, my mum, I gave her a present already, so it's not a spoiler, but my mum loves birds and I bought her a bird feeder with some seed. It's the little things. But anyway, I just wanted to say that even though I think it's a bit doom and gloom, you know, there's so many things we should be grateful for, and having each other and just the general love. So basically that's it, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope this is a good fun vid to get back into, and like always, I'm not going to say when I'll do another one because it is purely for fun, but give us a like if you like it. Take care, peace and love, stay safe, have a good Christmas, and yeah, bye.